Welcome, students, to week 4. This is good to have you here. This class will be splitted into two, the theory part and the practical class, where I will be showing you, everything that we have said today in life, in practice. So in this particular section, we'll be doing the tools and CRM. Master the essential sales tool and manage your pipeline. For topic 1, what is CRM? CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. It is simply a system for not losing track of the people you are selling to. It stands for Customer Relationship Management. A system for you not to lose track of the people you are selling to. Without one, you get to forget to follow up, duplicate outreach, and miss opportunity. A CRM does not need you to be complicated. It does not need to be a complicated software. It just needs to be consistent. Let me explain that. In our consequence classes, I talk about that you have to reach out to prospects, do outreaches. Sometimes when you reach out, let's say for instance, you reach out to 30 prospects in a day and you put it down, okay, this person reached out to her. You can put the information, maybe the name of their company, their contact information, where you saw this prospect. Was it from Google? Was it from Instagram? Where you saw their number? Was it from LinkedIn? Then you put it there that you reach out to them. Then you, maybe the second person, you reach out to them. Then when you check later, you see somebody actually responded. You now put responded. That means you have written that you reached out and you have written that you responded. What you are doing is that you are tracking the conversation. So in a way that after the end of that day and you go there to check it, you see people that has responded. You see the people who you have started conversations with. Yes, you see the people that they have not responded yet at all, to see maybe you should wait or follow up later. To the people you have started conversation with, that you might want to continue your conversation. To the people who you have replied. If you have replied somebody, you write replied, not replied. The reason why you are doing this is that you are tracking your conversation in order to not lose track of who you are selling to. So for instance, if you just assume that, oh, this person you are starting, if you just assume that you, maybe for instance now, today after reaching out to 30 people, you not put it down anywhere, you not write it down anywhere, you will not know how to follow up, you don't know who you have responded to, you don't know who you have started the conversation with. Like, it will just be too much for you, especially for industries where you have to reach out to so many leads in a day. If you are asked to reach out to at least 150, these are so many people. So if there's not a way you can track them, there's going to be an issue. So that is what this means in essence. What is a pipeline? A pipeline is every prospect you are talking to, sorted by where they are in the sales process. So now, like I said earlier, so you said since you have already reached out to them, right? You have reached out, conversation started, you get no reply, replied, interested, close, lost. So if you lost a particular prospect, what you are putting there is that lost. Sorry. So if you see an interested prospect, you say interested. This is how you sort it by. So a pipeline is every prospect you are talking to. So you can be talking to 5 people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. This one no reply, this one replied, this one interested, this one lost, this one closed. I'll show you in the practical. I'll show you live what I mean. So every prospect moves through these stages. Your job is to know exactly where each one sits at all times. So it is very important that when you wake up the next day to check your pipeline, you are seeing what the previous conversation, where you stopped, for you to continue. Shey you get? So you think, okay, this is the next stage that they need to move to. It shows you exactly where each prospect, maybe Arike Ade is currently, she has not replied. That is to tell you that you need to follow up on Arike Ade. Number 3, tools beginners can use: Google Sheets, Notion, and WhatsApp Business. So for WhatsApp Business, you can use WhatsApp Business where your outreach already happens. So um this is for warm outreach. Most times you can use it for warm outreach, or your cold outreach that you have already started reaching out to via WhatsApp. You can use WhatsApp labels, but I would you can use Notion. Optional. It is for personal tax list, not required for pipeline itself. But you can use Google Sheets. This is the best for beginners. Then there are advanced tools to use, like Salesforce, HubSpot. But because you are beginners, I will advise you to keep it simple. Just keep it simple and use Google Sheets. So I will be showing you Google Sheets. So I believe most of us know what Google Sheets is. If you don't know what Google Sheets, you can go on your Play Store, App Store, download Google Sheets, or on your phone. And the reason why Google Sheets is even the best one for me right now to tell you is because if you are someone that doesn't have a laptop, that is starting sales with your phone, you can actually make use of Google Sheets, which is the easiest which is the apologies for that which is the easiest you can use which is the easiest you can use. So my point is, Google Sheets is very, very good for you to use. You can use Google Sheets. So your main CRM, it is free, it is familiar, it's something that is familiar, it is simple, and it is built for tracking rows of information. We are keeping this lead short on purpose. More tools does not mean more sales. Because of you are using Salesforce does not mean that, oh, you are going to have more sales, or you are using HubSpot is going to mean that you are going to have more sales. No. The point is, just know how to track your pipeline. That is the point. So for beginners like you, I would say you should use Google Sheets. I think that's the best one and easy one. So it is easy to understand. You are just filling in tables. You likely already have a Google account. Most everybody here might have a Google account. So there is nothing new to set up. So there is nothing like really new for you to set up. All you have to do is to download Google Sheets, or you go on your browser and type in Google Sheets and continue from there. It's built the real skill. Tracking every prospect and following up. The skill transfers to any tools later. Your CRM tracker structure. So prospect name, business industry. So like this is the front row. The front row will contain such information like prospect name, business or industry, platform, date contacted, status, next follow up, notes. 7 columns. This is all you need. You can have more. Depending on like I personally have more because I like to record some details. So I personally have more. But this is like the basic that you can have. So every prospect gets one row. Update the status and next follow up columns daily, and you will never lose track of a lead again. So you are going to update it every day. The reason why you're updating it, or if the person has not still replied, you have not still replied, and show that you did not follow up. Like me, I like to show I did not follow up. It is very important that you do stuff like that. So your prospect name might be let's say Arike Ade. I apologize for that. So your prospect name might be Arike Ade. You put Arike Ade, business or industry. Maybe her business name is thrift seller. Platform that you like, so Arike Ade, let's say TikTok. Then dates contacted, you write the date. Then status, reached out, conversation started, that is the status. Next follow up, you can put next follow up, maybe let's say in the next 2 days, or you can write replied, stuff like that. Not replied on your notes, not replied, replied. Then the next day, reached out, you get reached out again to follow up. stuff like that. You'll be given such information. Sheets today, Salesforce later, maybe. Salesforce is built for teams with dozens of leads, dedicated admin, and a budget. It solves problem you do not have yet. Okay, so I'm not trying to say we do not need Salesforce, but for beginners, I would advise you to use Sheets. So Salesforce, HubSpot, they're very good for teams like, but when you are just starting sales, especially when you are a beginner sales, it is advisable that you start with Google Sheets. In that way, it gives you a better understanding for later on when you are now learning how to use Salesforce and HubSpot. Because if you do not have a beginning, there might not be an upgrade to the part that you're already having a beginning to, if that makes sense to anybody. So Salesforce, you are not learning Google Sheets. You are learning how to lose track of a you are learning how not to lose track of a prospect again. So that is why I said today it might be Google Sheets, later it might be Salesforce. So, but for beginners, I would advise that you use Sheets. It is quite understandable, and it makes your work easier, especially when you start working with industries. It makes your work easier than when you now start, using other advanced tools. So you are going to build your own CRM tracker. I'm giving you the assignment in this particular one. In the next video, basically what I'll be showing you is going to be like a short video explaining like the examples and giving you like a view of what I have taught you today. Just a short view of what I have taught you today. So you are going to build your own. You're going to just go online, just pick like industry's name, just you might not reach out, but I just want you to do something like that so we can see that, oh, you understand what I mean. So you are going to set up your own Google Sheet tracker using the templates from the class. Log at least 10 real prospects into it before the next session. So you are going to log in 10 real people. So you are going to go online to look for people, their industry, their business, their name. You don't even need to know their name. If you don't know their name, just use their industry and business for that session. Then continue like that. A tool only works if it is used consistently. That means you need to use it consistently. The simplest system you actually open every day beats the most advanced one you abandon after a week. The simplest system, if you're constantly doing it every single day, following up, you see that you have a built system on how you follow up and on your prospects. So we have come to the end of this class. And I believe that we understand. Sorry for the obstruction throughout this class. We apologize for that. So in the next video, in the part 2 of this video, we are going to see everything I have said here in practical. So see you in the next class. Bye.